Instead of making it a triple threat between Ronda,
Now it's
Becky
not set in stone yet, but wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
WrestleMania moment?
Yeah.
because now you can build up the next night, and now you can have Ronda's friends come out, and you end Raw with a 4-on-4 brawl between the 4 women.
Yeah.
Will it happen? I don't think so, because I honestly think you're right.
Well, if Vince is watching and
Right.
you know Triple H are watching,
that's the best way to go. But I think they'll go with the Charlotte route. So who takes on Asuka at WrestleMania? I'm gonna say it's either going to be Carmella or it's going to be.
It's got to be Charlotte.
I hope it's Charlotte.
Yeah,
the scenario that you
But
guys
would you have
put out
Asuka
there.
lose twice to Charlotte?
Yeah,
Especially if you have the other girls helping her.
yeah.
Somehow, you know.
Eric, the underscore Grizzly Nader says, "God no, please no. I hope they don't add Charlotte to that match. She's terrible."
No, to make it a triple threat match, no, I don't.
No.
I don't feel that they should do it. I think she should compete against Asuka at WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right. We had also a tag match, which was Shane McMahon and The Miz versus The Bar. I was hoping we'd have a turn. Somebody would turn on the other, and The Bar would retain. It didn't look like it. By the way, Cesaro with that 24 spin.
Yeah.
God, I got dizzy just counting the spins.
You know,
The swing.
I wish he would have did it to Miz. And I wish he would have never stopped.
Where do you see this feud going with Miz and Shane? Is it going to lead to a one-on-one? Is it going to lead to Shane McMahon rewarding The Miz and maybe making him Daniel Bryan's number 1 contender?
Did I ever mention to you I wish he went to Impact?
He might go to AEW.
Or AEW would be great.
I think.
And were you happy Miz and Shane won?
I was confused as to what was happening. Honestly, I was like, this seems like this should have opened the show.
Right.
Nothing against The Miz, nothing against The Bar. But sticking Shane McMahon in there for me is lowering it. Because everybody knows he's not a wrestler. He's not an entertainer. I hate his stupid little punches. I hate his little dance. He's a better just on camera character, not an in-ring performer.
Right.
Fine, he throws himself off others, off of the Hell in a Cell, off the top turnbuckle to the outside. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to stop doing that because you're giving too many kids ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about kids as in 10-year-old kids. I'm talking about 22-year-old indie wrestlers who think that that's how you make a match. No, that's what you do when you don't know what you're doing. When you don't know how to tell a story. That's what you do.
You should hit a guy with a cinder block. That's what you should do.
And then we go to the Women's Royal Rumble.
I don't want to go to Women's Royal Rumble yet.
Why?
You know why? I was pissed at the women's the Raw Women's title match.
Why were you pissed at the Raw Women?
So you have Ronda
I was saving
Rousey.
that for the last.
You have Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I a big fan of Sasha Banks.
Right.
However, Sasha Banks was taking it to her from beginning to end.
Right.
Only for this match to end with the Samoan drop of variation of a Samoan drop.
Right.
And she pins her.
Yeah.
Now, if that wasn't such a damn Brock Lesnar move that I've ever seen, I don't know what the hell was. All that just for that? And you were talking about was Becky Lynch's ending to her match bad? That was terrible.
It was. It was probably one of the weirdest finishes I've seen.
I have more respect for Sasha Banks than that.
I'll keep my comments.
She's
about
getting,
myself.
Ronda Rousey, and I like Ronda Rousey. I think she's a great competitor, but come on. You really gonna have a Brock Lesnar complex and do that to someone that you're working with?
I think maybe it was made that way, like you said, to set up the four horsewomen and women.
No, it
against the
did.
four horsewomen.
Yeah, because at that point, that's out of the 4 horsewomen, 2 down. And then the next night, she faced Bailey.
Well, before the night ended, she did flash it to Ronda again.
And then Bailey flashed it for a second.
Yeah. I just didn't like the ending. I really... It was...
Well,
was the
look at it
point?
this way. At least Ronda had what was coming to her the next night, because when she cut her promo in the arena, you could not hear a damn thing she said on the microphone. It was... I think that was so bad, right? They had to rush Bailey out of there, out of the back, to get her into the ring, because it was loud in there. The fans hijacked that segment. I was one of them. Start cheering for Becky. It was ridiculously loud in there. It was one of the loudest things I've ever heard.
And here's the thing. Going back to like Seth Rollins sticking to the script, even though they're like, listen to the crowd. Yeah. They just, that spine buster. Stay down. Like Mick telling Rocky, stay down, stay down. You know, stay down, sell it. Yeah. Don't pop right back up. Ronda Rousey, people are chanting Becky, Becky, Becky.
She acknowledged it.
Barely. No,
yeah.
Hey, you know what? You guys want to see Becky? Sorry. I'm the champion.
That's what I think she needed to do. I think she needs to quit the whole...
But she should have done. Script.
She's not getting it.
She should have done what you said, which was, "Oh, you guys want Becky? Well, too bad."
Yeah, it's not that she's not getting it; it's that she's sticking to the script.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything because I need to stick to the script. Sorry, guys. I'm here to sell you ShamWow. I know my house is on fire, but let me sell you ShamWow.
But see, this is what I think, Stone Cold Steve Austin is saying to a point when he says that they don't help themselves. Sooner or later, you have to take over. And I think if you would see Austin or The Rock or even Cena or even Roman, to that effect, cutting a promo and the fans turn on them, do you really think they're going to stick to the script? Roman probably would have been like, he would have said that. He would have been like, oh, you want to see Seth Rollins? Well, too bad. I'm the man. I'm the champ.
Yeah.
You're not going to see
Seth
Rollins.
But it took him a while to start doing
Cena,
that.
the same thing, you know. The Rock. You know, The Rock would have probably turned on the fans.
Yeah.
Just
going back
Austin,
with
the same thing.
Cena, like, oh, you want a heel turn? You want a heel turn from me? And you see him pointing at his foot, and he starts turning his heel. Like, there you go. You know, you start... The Rock.
Yeah.
That's one guy who knew how to manipulate it.
And Austin probably would have started the what chant with them. You know, I think that's the problem with Ronda Rousey. Hopefully they give her a little more creative freedom the next time she cuts a promo and they start trying to hijack the show. Because I think she could be a big... If she were to cut a UFC style promo, I think the match already has a big time match feel. But if you let Ronda be Ronda, or at least let Heyman maybe coach her. I was
going to mention, if you just listen to the pro,
then you can
guide you.
Be, you know, Becky. I think Becky just. I know somebody mentioned right now, Wrestling Comic 2K15 said Becky's copying Conor McGregor's attitude. You know what? Everybody copies everybody.
Yeah,
everybody copies everybody. If you look at it, how many guys haven't copied Roddy Piper?
Yep.
How many guys haven't copied? You know. A
Dusty
movie
Rhodes.
character. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes, you know.
Razor Ramon got his stuff from Scarface.
Hogan took some stuff from Superstar Billy Graham.
And Dusty Rhodes.
So you have to take something, but you got to make it work. And I think that's what Becky's doing. She's making it work.
Sorry, going back to people stealing stuff from people. The Rock. He stole Jabroni from the Iron Sheik.
That's right. See? So you got to make it.
I don't talk about the Iron Sheik.
Who did Macho Man copy?
I don't think he copied anybody.
He did. He actually copied a guy he used to watch.
He didn't copy anybody.
Who was the guy? I'm interested in knowing.
Boy, I forget. He was like his character was a savage, something like that. And so he would go, oh, something like that, you know? Like that. That's how he would end it.
I didn't know that.
Well, real quick, we got about 5 minutes. the Women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch comes out, wins the Royal Rumble. A lot of surprises. God, I had never seen Rhea Ripley from NXT UK in person. Good Lord, she's tall. She's a monster. What is she, like 6 feet tall? She came out.
She looked
like
awesome
a
in there.
superstar, right?
She did.
You had Candice LeRae. I'm sure that was pretty cool for you to see Candice.
Yeah,
You've worked with her a couple times.
it's just but they, she didn't really get a time to shine. You know, I mean, she came out okay, cool, but it's honestly, it was kind of like.
But she doesn't really have a gimmick.
I know, that's why it was kind of like watching Dean Douglas enter the Royal Rumble.
So you got an F?
Good. All right, who of the NXT stars, female, do you feel had the brightest star that night? I think a lot of the Kairi Sane.
Yeah, she was pretty good in there.
Yeah.
She took it
Rhea
to Charlotte
Ripley.
pretty good.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Anybody stand out for you?
No,
Kairi's partner.
There were a lot of people that honestly, what I couldn't get away from was it looked sloppy. The Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble looked sloppy. Like the Men's Royal Rumble, it was lacking that surprise. But by now, it's like, who's coming back? You know what? Stay home and ice your knees.
And that was the thing. I was so hoping that they weren't going to bring back past Divas into this Rumble again.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't.
You know,
But
people
they
were
kinda
waiting for
did,
Tori
though.
Wilson. I was like, really? Out of all the women you guys were waiting for to come back? So then Lana gets injured in the pre-show, of course.
Thank God.
Which then made Becky take her place.
Uh-huh.
And who gives her the spot? Another Irishman, Finlay.
Oh, yeah. That was sweet. That was
And
nice.
Becky wins the World. Do you like the way they put Becky back into the
Yeah,
Royal
because it
Rumble?
was nuts. It was like, come on, just let me get in there. Come on. And then Finley just says, like, he's kind of addressing the crowd, like, do you want her in? Like, okay, let's put her in.
Yeah. And then, of course, again, Hornswoggle made a return and chased Zelina Vega. That was my kid's favorite part of the Royal Rumble.
I would have loved to see Zelina Vega at least a little more into the Rumble.
Yeah. Do you guys think that she wasn't in there as much because of her ability, her wrestling ability?
That's what I feel. I'm waiting to see that because I mean, again, she's very beautiful. She has a great physique.
She looks very athletic.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be surprised to see that she's got some ring skills. I just like to see them.
Yeah.
All right. Before we wrap up, who for you in the women's and men's Royal Rumble impressed you the most? Shakes? Women's Royal Rumble.
Well, Becky Lynch was the highlight of the Rumble, I thought. For me.
All right.
And I'm a big fan of Nia Jax and a couple others, but I think the gimmick that's going on with her right now and how hot she is right now, the Women's Royal Rumble went well.
And in the men's Royal Rumble, who stood out for you?
I really wish R-Truth was in it. But he's a new United States champion, so I can't
he's a
complain.
United States champion. Hector?
For the women's, Becky Lynch.
All right.
That, because honestly, like I said, it was a sloppy mess. And once Becky Lynch got in there, my interest peaked.
Okay.
All right. For the men's, Gargano, he was cool. It was good, But to be honest, nobody. And I think that's why, for me, it was pretty lackluster, the Royal Rumble, the actual Royal Rumble match. As a show whole, it was like, it was okay. But it's the Royal Rumble, man. It's not Elimination Chamber. It's not Fastlane. It's not your balls are on fire. What is it?
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. It's not your regular
pay-per-view.
Yeah, just run of the mill pay-per-view. It's the Royal Rumble.
And he's right. It did kind of, in the men's one, it did kind of lack that excitement.
For me, for the women, was Lacey Evans.
Of course,
she
it
had
would
a
be
strong,
the wannabe Charlotte Flair. Yeah.
She had a very strong Royal Rumble performance, I thought, and it was cool
She
to
was
see
also
her
number
against
one.
Charlotte. And then the men's was Andrade. I could see him being a big main eventer.
Yeah.
Soon. And
so they got rid of his last name, right?
Yeah.